Hello everyone and welcome back to Always Watching. Today we're discussing the new film Subservience, currently out in theaters. So briefly, the film follows a family who purchased an AI named Alice to help with the housework. Things seem fine until Alice suddenly becomes self-aware and wants everything its new family has to offer, including the affections of its owner. The film stars Megan Fox as the AI Alice. Starting with what I liked, I did enjoy the performances. Megan Fox is always a pleasure, and I did buy her as this AI Terminator, especially as the film goes on. I thought her mannerisms were excellent. I thought her speech was great. Like, she really embodies this robot. I also felt the chemistry between Nick, who is the husband, and this AI was quite believable. And I did like the family dynamics. Like, they did feel like a real family in need of help, which is why they purchased Alice. Now, in terms of the story, there were definitely a lot of pros and cons. It tries to unpack and investigate a lot when it comes to AI and the repercussions it will have on society in the future. I was hoping that this movie would be like Megan, like it would be like campy and fun, but actually it feels more like a horror movie by the end. I thought the film was strongest when it focused on the relationship between Nick and Alice. From the beginning, Nick is oddly attracted to this AI, and the more sick his wife becomes and the more his family is suffering, the more vulnerable and open he becomes to the idea of being with this AI. And I did like that gray area during the first half of the film, because you're not really sure if he's projecting all his desires and his obsession onto this AI, or it's this AI that's becoming obsessed and malfunctioning. However, unfortunately, this gray area slowly becomes black and white. Most of the film takes place inside of Nick's home, and I wish the whole film took place inside this home, because I think it would have done a great job of trying to get us inside the characters, because we're introduced to a family in a very desperate situation. As that situation gets increasingly worse, the more dependent they are on this AI. However, the film also splits its time between this family tragedy and what's going on with Nick at his workplace. So he's a construction worker, and it seems like a lot of these jobs are slowly being taken over by AI. And there is a nice commentary in terms of how AI, they make for great domestic help. However, when it comes to the workforce, they are a threat to the average person. Now, there wasn't really enough time for both storylines. Like, this construction storyline, that could have been its own movie. So it did feel a bit scattered at times. And the worse Nick becomes, both in his home and at work, the more protective this AI becomes. And when it comes to AI, a lot of what we are scared of and a lot of what we fear actually has nothing to do with the AI. It has to do more with what humans plan to do with this AI. So I wish it kind of balanced that a bit better. So overall, if you are able to catch this on streaming, it is worth a watch. Again, I thought the performances was great. Megan Fox is always a pleasure. But in terms of story, like, less definitely would have been more. So you guys let me know what you think, and until next time.